I'm somebody that likes fairy tales, but most importantly, I also like making fairy tale adaptions and fairy tale designs in my own little way. And one of my favorite fairy tales is Alice in Wonderland. I love Alice. I love the whole aesthetic and the whole vibe. So, I did a few designs and a few characters based on the story, and I think this will be like part 1 of fairy tale adaptions and designs. So let's just start with Alice. Okay, so for my Alice design, I do age up the characters a little bit here because in my version of the story, they're kind of the same characters, but like the one who went through the events of the book story would be like her grandfather. So Alice is technically her own granddad. I don't know why did I even start with that. For her design, I wanted to add like little hearts and diamonds and spades and like the bottom part of her apron and like stuff like that. Originally, I wanted to give her a checker pattern on her skirt, but that just seemed so tedious to draw, so I did not. I gave her a cute little blue rose in her headband because for me, I was like, I thought it would just be a cute little detail like the roses in the garden. I made this design to like kind of represent the story. Um, of course, iconic blue dress, blonde hair, pretty much everything. And yes, I know the proportions on most of these drawings is gonna be off, not gonna be good. But like, who cares? All right, and I don't think I have anything else to say. So that would be done. That would be like the finished look for the design. Just the cute little Alice. And a lot of adaptions have her as like this dark and broody, like depressed teenager, but mine is like, or even depressed child, but mine is just a shy, scared girl, like in the original story, where she's just everyone's making her mad and everyone is making her sad, but she's still somehow a little bit cheerful. Okay, now on to her sister. So in the original story, she has a sister, but her sister's not really in the story besides like the very end and the very beginning, like before and after the Wonderland. So I thought I would include her in my own adaptation. But the way I like, they're like twins. I just kind of wanted them to look the same because my idea was like, that's Alice and that's Malice. Ooh, so edgy. But right, um, I was just thinking of like an evil sister in the mirror. The idea is like Alice went to Wonderland and then her sister was left alone, and that's my version of the story. And her sister's mad, so she wants to take over the Wonderland. And she wants to be the queen, which is why I put a bunch of heart designs instead of the different card symbols. And I want them to be like kind of fraternal twins. And her name, the name of the sister, the name that I gave the sister, I wanted to be like Mary because I wanted it to start with an M. Or like I was thinking Marie or something that just starts with an M. So she can like something with an M-A, most importantly. So she could be Malice. And that's probably all I have to say. I just wanted her to look evil. Okay, I think the next design is the Prince of Hearts. My Prince of Hearts. His mother would be the queen. And I saw this thing where a lot of people had the adaptation where they would just make the queen and the hatter just like hate each other. And I was like, what? Why? I want them to get along. So, my version of the story, the queen and the hatter are together. And that's their son. I feel awkward with it because like so many adaptations just have them hating each other, but in the book they don't hate each other. It's just so, like the queen is mean to everyone or whatever. Um, the design of Heart, yes, his name is Heart. I was lazy. I didn't want to give him a real name. It's simple, really. Like it's not simple at all. I forgot a lot of details. I forgot like there was like supposed to be like some gold detailing and like he's supposed to have like the tips of his hair like a little bit of a ginger gradient. And I forgot. And he's also supposed to have, they're not freckles, they're supposed to be pock marks. It kind of looks like holes in your skin, but it's not, it doesn't really, it's not harmful. It's just like skin deep imperfection. It's not really an imperfection to me. It's just like whatever. Um, he has a very big theme of clocks. Because I think that's like a very reoccurring theme in a lot of Wonderland stories. But I read the original story, and it just doesn't seem like time was that big of a deal. But I just thought I just wanted the aesthetic of like clocks and stuff. He's a very engineer boy. He likes to work on stuff. He likes to work on mechanical things. And his hat is made by his father. Obviously, he has a little card in there and little goggles, which you just pull down. That's probably it. I did forget a lot when I was drawing it, so I had to go back and edit it. Okay. The next design I did was the rabbit. I don't think it was the next design that I did exactly, but for this I'll just say it was. I was just thinking like a kind of checkered rabbit. In the original story it's a white rabbit, but I wanted like checkers, you know, kind of reminds me of a chessboard. So I just kind of had the interesting idea to like to fit the checker theme. Oh my god, wait, I forgot to draw the bill to go on him. I think so. For the idea of the character, I wanted it to like have literally checkers all over him, and I thought giving the character bill to go would like make it look more like, you know, different colors. But I forgot to draw that. But yeah, pretty simple design, just like a bunch of black and white, and just whip whap whip whap. And he is a bunny. I think he would be kind of like not really shy, just quiet, but kind of easily annoyed a little bit, but wouldn't get mad, just like disappointed. You're like very serious. But I do have to go back and add the Viltigo that I did not add. I'm so mad. I gave him like a little collar because in the drawings in the original story, the rabbit has like this big puffy collar. And he also has a little trumpet. It's cute. I don't really have much to say about this one, but I think I like it. It's nice. I actually had a very different idea for the rabbit at first, but here we are. Okay, for the butterfly, yes, the butterfly, not the caterpillar. I was thinking of this cute little butterfly girl with like really cute bows and stuff. I wanted her skin to be dark because you know how butterflies look. They're like skin. They're like, how do I explain it? Kind of like their torso, head, and legs are like a darker color than their wings usually, and it just has this beautiful pop that I like this beautiful contrast. And when I make characters, I always like to have like their clothes and hair and stuff like contrast with their skin or eyes or stuff like their clothes to contrast with the things that they can't change, like hair color and eye color and stuff like that. I like this big contrast. Her fingers are super long, like little butterfly fingers. And she has very pointy little feet, like pointy little butterfly feet. And I wanted to give her little ribbons wrapping around her feet, like little ballerina shoes, because I thought the pointy little feet reminded me of ballerinas. I want to give her a very recognizable smile, you know. I wanted to give her like a big smile, and I wanted to give her this big look to everything, a big dress with flowy little parts in the bottom, and I wanted to give her big hair with the little pigtails because I think it's cute. Just wanted everything to be really big and really cute, like a cute little fashion show. I don't really have much to say about her. I think she'd be super nice, you know, like the super motherly, sisterly friend. But that's all I have to say, I think. I don't know, I don't really have much to say. I tried to use a lot of pink, yellow, and purple because those are like the cutest colors of ever. But that's all that I have to say about the butterfly. You know, I was thinking she was born out of the love for normality. Because, like, you know, when, like, as I said, Alice's grandfather first came to the Wonderland, they were like, wow, so you're saying your world doesn't have talking caterpillars? And they were all so amazed and so wonderfied that this butterfly was born out of their love. And she's a super lovey person, and she's just super big and bright. Okay, so the queen. Um, I was a bit like, I didn't really know what to do because I never drew the queen before. I drew the other characters, but I never drew the queen. So, um, I was just thinking, like, of, you know how back in the day people would wear the big skirts, and the big skirts would have like they would have this kind of cage in the inside look. I wanted to give the outside of her skirt like this kind of caged look. But then I decided that it kind of looked like cards, so I just added little card symbols onto it. And then I did the same for her sleeves because I thought that would look cool. I did different card symbols because she's the queen of hearts, so naturally she's the queen of everything to me, of everything in the Wonderland. I mean, she's the Wonderland queen. I don't know what I'm saying. She's the queen of the Wonderland, not everything, just the Wonderland. Right. So I gave her a crown. It's supposed to have a little heart gem on the top, but couldn't add that because the canvas cut off. I want to give her a big skirt that reaches to the very bottom of her tippy toes, and I just wanted to give her this very big queen look. She's not a mean queen, she's a nice queen. She's a decent, she looks mean, but she's okay. And I liked how in the Tim Burton Alice movie, there's the little heart lips. So I want to give her little heart lips. The necklace I was thinking could be made by heart, and on the inside it's kind of like a clock. And the crown is obviously made by the Hatter because it's cute to me. I don't really have much to say about her, but I think I did a decent job. Now we're gonna get to the Hatter, who I don't think I did a very good job on. I tried my best for the Hatter. I wanted to give him. I've been talking about a lot of girl characters. I wanted to give him a lot of red in his design to, complement the queen a little bit. But I didn't really know what to do. I gave him a little bit of squiggly patterns and polka dots and stripes because to me that's like the first thing I think of when I want a mismatching pattern. I gave him a little card in his hat. As you know, in the original story drawings, he has this 1/2 paper in his hat. I'm not really sure what it's supposed to be. Maybe 1/2 of tea or something. But I decided to put the half as, instead of being a 1 and 2, to be a heart and a clock because I thought that would be super adorable. I don't really have much to say. He's obviously just gonna be this adorable hatter. He's gonna be like this adorable hatter guy. And he's just a really decent guy. I just didn't really know what I was doing for the design. I wanted to give a big buck teeth because in the original story, his teeth are kind of like a big center point of him. I have the book on my shelf right now, but I don't really feel like bringing it out just to look through and give a idea of what I'm thinking of. But that's it. I feel like I could have done better. Maybe I will do better later, but whatever. In white, chess queens. They are chess queens. The red queen is not the queen of hearts. Actually, in the story, the red queen is a chess piece, and the white queen is also a chess piece, and they are very mean to Alice. I feel like the red one would be like this kind of fiery, angry one, and then the white one is just this silent doll. They're both supposed to be little chess dolls. They're supposed to be dolls. I wanted to give them this kind of play looking crown, not really a real crown, but a play crown. I wanted to give them very simple designs. I just wanted them to look like small little dolls that you could just pick up, but they're actually grown women with families, but they're also dolls. In the story, I think the Red Queen has a husband and child, but I'm not sure about the White Queen. But whatever I feel about them, I don't really know. But that's all I really have to say. I like to yap. These voice recordings are so long. Yay, I'm done yapping and I'm done drawing. I had a really hard time doing everyone after Alice because I was so bored. I don't know, bored isn't the right word, but I was so tired. I just wanted to do something else. So I took a lot of breaks in between. Now, if you want me to do another fairy tale adaptation design, you can tell me. Leave it in the comments, obviously. But I do have a list of the fairy tales that I'm willing to do drawing adaptations of. And the next one is one that I read recently because I played a video game that was based on it. I was thinking about doing Pinocchio next. You know, little puppet that's so mischievous and just annoyed me so much as a kid. I absolutely hated him. And after that, I was thinking another one that I read recently. I don't even know why I never got around to reading these, but The Wizard of Oz. Now, fun fact, Dorothy's shoes aren't actually red, only in the movie they were red, because they were supposed to contrast the yellow brick road. But yeah, those are the fairy tales that I'm thinking about doing adaptation designs of next. The reason I want to do Pinocchio next is because I already have some designs and I do have some ideas in my head. But those are all. I mean, maybe I'll do Hansel and Gretel, but like that's literally all. So any suggestions would be super duper uber useful because I have no ideas. Okay, in conclusion, I love fairy tales. Bye.